Good day, good people. It is Stephanie, and welcome back to the channel. If you're new, welcome, and thanks for joining me. And if you're returning, thanks so much for coming back. Today in this video, I'm going to be planning for the week of March 23rd, I believe. Let's see. Yeah, March 23rd through the 29th. So if you're interested, please stay with me. I am returning to work on Monday, the 23rd, and I need some energy. I need some vibe. I need some sassiness. You guys know how I feel about my dolls. I love them. They pump me up. So this week is not going to be any different in that I will be using a few extra dolls just because I need the vibe this week. That's what I'm feeling. So with that, I'm going to be using, I got a couple of little elements and some positive quotes from paper trail plans that I plan to use. And then I have my shades of black from Anika's Creative Closet. You guys, I have loved this sticker book and used it to death, to the point where, well, not to the point, but at the time, I bought two because when I got this one, I fell in love instantly. And so I had to whip this one out because there are some dolls in it that I think are fitting for this week's plans and fitting for, like I said, I'm in the mood to just be a little extra jazzy this week as I return to work. So I had to grab that extra one because I know, again, there are some dolls in there that I want to use in this spread. So yeah, let's just get into it. Let me check my position because this is on another desk. So my angles and aims are a little different on this desk from the normal desk that I record from. So let's just do this. Okay. Hopefully I will not regret not getting my tweezers. I know I say that every time I plan, but it's true. Okay, so felt a little bit of a flower vibe. I know I want to use some smaller flowers. Not sure where I want to put them yet, but I'm going to go ahead and peel them out of the book so I have them ready. Did I mention I'm coming off of spring break? If I didn't, that's another reason why I feel like I need just a little extra oomph. Spring break was good. I didn't do much but rest, clean up a little bit around the house, that type of thing. So I am well rested. That's not the issue. The issue is going to more so be my headspace on tomorrow, dealing with my teachers on tomorrow, that type of thing. Not to say any of that in a negative way. You know how it is, just interacting, communicating, and being the supervisor, really. Okay, I knew there was a doll in here. I think she had a book, a planner. She had something. She has a book, because there she is. To get this party started. So let's go with her. And I was going to put her on the left-hand side, but because it's just a half a body, I want to put a full body on this side. So I'm going to, let's see what's going on this week. Saturday, I won't need much space to write per se because I will be out and about. And see, I put her down prematurely. And the stubborn part of me is not grabbing the tweezers. Just stubborn, y'all, and I don't know why. Because I do use them in other ways. I just don't use them in laying down stickers. Okay. Well, I said a whole body. The whole body's kind of smaller. So I think I want to do this young lady. She's at least almost to the knees. And I apologize if you guys can't see me to the side. That's just how I naturally pull stickers, and I apologize for that. But all I'm doing is I have this book over here to my right hand side that I'm working with. So that's all you're really missing in that vein. And we're going to put this young lady here because she is ready for business. Okay. And we're going to put a bullet point there. And let's see. Ooh, excuse me. And we're going to put a bullet point down here. And where else did I have a bullet point in my mind? I think it was Sunday afternoon. And I'm really just putting these dots to be a little bit more of an accent because they're in black already and then the flowers are black, and I didn't want to use like a black washi tape or anything else. I didn't want to make the spread any darker, shall I say, than it is in black or with the black. I didn't want to make it any darker. So with that being said, let's put these flowers here. And that'll work. Okay, and then let's see. I wanted to use one of these clips off of this sticker sheet I have. If I can get it together, I am just in love with these types of little clips and the sticker of the clips. This is from Sadie Stickers. Wanted to use one of those. So let's see what we got. We have a clipboard that says goals. So that'll work. And then we can put one of those clips on it. Again, y'all know me. I always think about where I'm writing throughout the week and what I have to write. with regards to placement of my stickers. And even though that's a white matte sticker with a transparent sticker, I think it's still cute. And these little sheets are cute. I like all the little elements on this sheet. I like these check marks. And since I'm going to be putting a short little to-do list down here, that's where one of those bullets was going. And there's even a smaller one. How cute is that? And we'll put that one. Will we put that one here? Let's just put it up there for nostalgia's sake. And we'll do another one over here. I hope you guys watched my last video. It was something a little different, talking a little bit more about myself, showing a little bit more than just stressing my pens and inks. So I really do hope that you guys have checked that out. Let's see. I want to put there's some statements on here. Let's see which one we're going to pick. I like this one. What you think, you become. What you feel, you attract. What you imagine, you create. And that can fit right in here. So I think that's where I'm going to put it to help me with my vibe for the week. And then around it, they had some little elements. So I'll add those to the statement as well. I think that's cute. And really, I like that. I'm going to add a couple more. Let's see. Because there are some just sprinkled throughout this sheet. Super cute. And I was watching somebody. Who was it? Oh, I can't remember her name, but she's just like me, where she's paying attention to all the teeny little elements that are on a sticker sheet, especially when the company or the small shop actually makes them stickers. I think that is always super cute. And I think it just makes your sheet or your spreads pop just a little bit more. Because just like this sheet right here, I'm adding a few more little elements from it. And I like it. It's not taken away from the overall point. Okay, guys, what you think about that? I think that looks pretty good. You think we need anything else? Again, we got a little more on this sheet. And this is the sheet I was just pulling from. And we used our one clip from here. And we've gotten our dolls placed. Do we want to deal with weather? Because at one point, y'all, I really, really like to track the weather. The problem was just finding the right stickers that I liked. I found some beautiful ones that were colored. And of course, sometimes the color, the blue sky, the blue clouds, the yellow sun and all, changes what's going on with your color layout. And then the black and white ones weren't washy or transparent, which is what I really, really like. They were more so um, the matte or regular sticker paper. But other than that, I can't think of anything else I would add to this spread. Okay. Hmm. All right. So then with that, I'm going to move this out of the way. I have a Kakuna right in front of me, but I need to check to make sure it has black ink and that the ink is flowing. Well, right now that ink is flowing part is different. Let's check it right here on camera while I'm recording. I may be out of ink, but there looks to still be some in this cartridge. Let's try again, and if not, we can move on. Okay, so we're gonna move on. Okay, Kakuno, you let me down, and you let me down on camera with the people watching. But that's okay. You guys know my trusty favorite, Sarasa in the zero point 0.7 is always ready and available. And as always, I will write in some of my plans that are not necessarily private so you guys can see what I do. Report back to work after a nice week of rest. I do have a scholarship committee meeting tomorrow night. And if you guys have noticed with me too, I am a person who does not mind writing horizontally on a vertical. And I know that sounds weird. Way back in the day when I was like in a 3-ring binder planner and I used a A5 then and a B6, I was a horizontal girl to my heart. And I think naturally I'm horizontal, but it does not bother me at all to write horizontally, like I said, in this vertical, because I love the way vertical looks. I think I like the time block look of the vertical, even though I'm not necessarily using it. Well, I hardly ever use the time block, but I just like the way it looks. And so I do write horizontally on a vertical layout. If you're ever wondering, what is that woman doing? Okay. Got a hair appointment. Got to get this gray hair colored this week. Mm, let's see what else. I know I'm missing some things, but what can I put here? Oh, yes. Saturday morning, I am going to Atlanta for the day for the pen show. Super excited. I know I've heard that the Atlanta Pen Show is a small show, and that's fine. At this show, I'm hoping to just pay attention to some things I'm wanting to see in real life. I've made a list, of course. Some pens I want to see, some I want to touch, write with if I get the chance. Not really any inks. I have some inks on my mind just because I want them in a different size than what's offered online. I know sometimes at pen shows they put inks together and give you some deals and that type of thing. So there are a few things that are just on my list that I'm thinking about for this pen show just to check out, because I also plan to go to the Chicago Pen Show at the end of April. And from there, I will be able to make some more purchases. I don't need to be purchasing anything else right now because you guys know I tore it up for my birthday. Very happy to do so. Very grateful that I was able to. But I did a lot during the month of March. So I'm going to cool my jets for this pen show. And like I said, just check out a few things. So I know that's going on Saturday. I will be back. I'm not spending the night. So there will be church on Sunday, and then Sunday afternoon, that's private. I know what that is, and I'll fill that in, you know, once I am done. But yeah, I know I'm missing some things, and they may not all be that you can't see, but they're just not coming to my mind right now. But this is my spread for this week of March 23rd through the 29th. Um, And yeah, so I'm getting back into the swing of things. It'll be a busy work week, and I will just have to push through and pray through. But until the next time we see each other, love on your family, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.